Hey guys, welcome to today's video. It is an anti-haul of sorts. The Sephora VIB sale spring savings event just happened. There has been all kinds of content. There have been wish list videos, there have been hauls, there have been try-ons. The works, I participated in the sale. I will link my Sephora videos down below. But you know, we just can't buy all the things. At least I can't. I cannot buy all of the things. And I always try to be a thoughtful consumer. I work hard for my money. I know you work hard for your money. We want to make smart spending purchases. So there are some items that were on my wish list that I was considering and I didn't end up buying them. So like, it's an anti-haul because I don't have them, but I thought that I would share with you why I did not pick these products up in hopes that it would help you be a thoughtful consumer. It would help you use your money wisely. Maybe you won't feel bad for not purchasing all of the things. And you know, if nothing else, you can hear my thought process on why I purchased certain items, get a little peek at why I didn't, and that's what we're gonna do today. So if you are new, hello and welcome. My name is Kelly and I love all things makeup and beauty. I love talking, I love makeup, I love talking about makeup. If you like to chat about makeup too, this is the place for you. Why don't we go ahead and talk about some products I didn't pick up. First up is the new Kayali fragrance, the DIDN Sparkling Lychee fragrance. I have not been able to find like the mini size of it, the mini spray travel size for $29. There is another little mini size for $32 that's a little bit larger. I smelled this in store when it first came out, I believe several months ago, and I was like, oh yes, I want that, I'm going to pick it up. And then it like wasn't available in stores. Now I did a purchase where I purchased online but picked it up in store and this wasn't available. So that's part of the reason why I didn't pick it up. But another reason, because I easily could have ordered it online and had it shipped to me, another reason why I didn't pick it up is I already have some fragrances. Here we go, I went and grabbed them. So almost done with my Marc Jacobs Daisy Love. I also have the Carolina Herrera Good Girl. This I still have plenty in. And then Love by Kilian, the Love Don't Be Shy. This one I really only spray for date nights, so you can see like I do have a good amount left in here. And then these two are like my everyday. So I figured, you know what, I should probably like use up a fragrance before I go ahead and purchase another one. I am still interested in this, but I feel like if it was in store and easier to get, I probably would have been more likely to do so, but it's not available, so I didn't pick it up. I was heavily considering the Patrick Ta blush, the Major Headlines Double Take Cream and Powder Blush Duo, their nude shade and Not Too Much. I was heavily considering this one. It's like a nude shade, the swatches look great, it looks like a dream. Everything that I want, right? But then I remembered that I already have the shade Blushing and I really don't use it all that often, specifically because it is two products in one. It's a cream product, it's a powder product. I don't really like creams. I know Patrick Ta says go in with the powder first, the cream on top, but it's $38 for a blush where I might only use the powder product. I do think it looks nice with the cream on top, but again, just because it's more work, I don't reach for the one that I already have. So at the last minute, I took it out of my cart. I really thought about picking it up. I really did want it. I do still want it, but I wanted to ask myself if I really thought I was gonna use it. And honestly, I really didn't. I really didn't feel like I would get a ton of use out of it, so I decided to pass on it. I was between primers. I knew going into it, I did not want to get two primers. I only wanted to get one. I ended up going with the one size over, the Milk Makeup Cloud Glow Priming Foam. I honestly, the foam, I was more curious about than anything. It's $28. I just found it interesting. Like I found it fascinating that there was this foam and you could use it as a primer. But then when I thought about it more, I had friends who had tried the one size. They told me that it would be really good for my skin because it's both hydrating and tacky for a primer. And this one, it says that it's skincare packed. It says that it's supposed to visibly brighten and hydrate and give you a smooth base. But honestly, at the end of the day, I wasn't fully convinced that it was really going to do much for my skin. Now, I am not an expert on skincare ingredients. I am not an expert on ingredients in general. But after the fact, I did see my friend Kaki Reviews Beauty posted something on her Instagram page where she said that this primer had like AHAs in it, and those are more exfoliating products. And when you're using those, you're supposed to use them at night, not when you go out during the day. Again, I'm getting this from her page. She's more knowledgeable than I am in that area, but she was kind of like, why would you have a primer that you're supposed to not go out in the sun with when you're planning to wear it under your makeup? You know, so like you're gonna wear it under your makeup and you're gonna go outside and you're gonna be in the sun, and then you're not even supposed to use like exfoliating products every day. So that just kind of made me feel better about not picking this up. And to be quite honest, I am going to take this off of my loves list, because while I haven't completely sold myself out of the lychee perfume, like I'll probably get that at some point, I still want to keep the Patrick Ta blush because I may want to get that at some point. But this one, I'm like, okay, like I feel confident in passing on this one for good. So then we were between a few foundations. So of course, the one that I picked up, I have a video on, the Haus Labs foundation. That's the one I'm wearing today if you're interested in hearing my thoughts. I decided not to go with the Laura Mercier. So this one went viral, I think, on TikTok. It's $52. It's the Real Flawless Weightless Perfecting Waterproof Foundation. I'm not saying that I'm never going to get this foundation. I would be interested in trying it, maybe if I finish up a foundation, or even later on in the future if I just feel like I'm in the market for another foundation. But ultimately, I passed on this one when it first came out. And then it was like a year later when it became viral, and I was going to be purchasing it for the sole purpose of like trying to do a video on it. I was curious about it, so it's not that I wasn't curious, but I thought to myself, like, in the grand scheme of things, which one am I more curious about? Because at the end of the day, this is not my full-time job, okay? I'm a teacher. I do this for fun, so I hope to give helpful information. Like, I hope this video is helpful in, you know, giving you some time to process and think about your purchases. But like at the end of the day, I also need to be thoughtful of my purchases and not solely buy things for the sake of making a video when I don't really even make that much money off of YouTube in the grand scheme of things. So I ended up passing on the Laura Mercier one, but it's not like a never going to try it. It's just a pass for now. I tried a sample of the Glow Recipe Plump Hyaluronic Acid Moisturizer. I love my dewdrops. They are an absolute fave. And I got a little sample of the moisturizer, and let me tell you, I loved it, okay? I used it up completely. I loved it. I thought that it was a great daytime moisturizer for me. It was very hydrating. It gave me a dewy finish. It did make my skin look plump, which gave a great base for my makeup to go on top of. But then I thought to myself, I really love the Pharmacy Honey Halo. Like, that's the moisturizer that I continue to repurchase. That one is a little bit more hydrating. It doesn't give me the dewy finish, the dewy prep to my skin, but it's very, very moisturizing. And I don't think that I would like this Plump Hyaluronic Acid Moisturizer for nighttime. I don't know that it would be nourishing enough, and it does give me more of that like dewy finish. So I was like, okay, do I really need to be extra and have two moisturizers, a daytime and a nighttime? And so that's when I thought, for $40, I don't need two moisturizers, okay? I don't. Again, I'm trying to be thoughtful with my purchases, and at the end of the day, Honey Halo beats out the sample of the Plump moisturizer, although I did love it. I thought it was great, and I think that it would be a great alternative to the Tatcha, the dewy one from Tatcha in the purple container. I think this one is a great contender for that one and a little bit less expensive, but at the end of the day, Pharmacy won out, and that is who I'm sticking with. I also considered getting the Merit Great Skin Instant Glow Serum with niacinamide and hyaluronic acid. I will probably still get this one. It is a serum. It's $38. I love niacinamide and I love hyaluronic acid, but I currently have a couple serums in my rotation right now. And with skincare, especially clean skincare, it's not going to have that long of a shelf life, and I want to be able to use this up. So this is still something I'm interested in, I want to get, but it's not a right now type of purchase. And it's okay for your purchases to not be right now type of purchases. Like, this is one, when I use up a serum, I will probably get this and try it out. And I just know that I don't want to waste it. I don't want to be wasteful. I want to be using the products that I have. So since I have two daytime serums and a nighttime serum, I just don't have room in my collection for this one right now. And the last product that I wanted to touch on is the LYS Beauty Triple Fix Brightening Concealer. I tried their Triple Fix foundation a couple years ago. I loved it. I thought it was great. I considered picking up the concealer, which is only $19, so it is more on the affordable end if you're shopping at Sephora. But at the end of the day, I did just recently pick up the Natasha Denona concealer. I wanted to see what all the hype was of that, and I just don't feel like buying 2 concealers at one time is something that I want to do, because I do usually use concealers up. I'm able to use them. I'm able to then purchase another one. I currently have my Pat McGrath that I'm trying to finish up, and then I purchased the Natasha Denona on top of that. So again, I'm trying not to be wasteful. I'm trying not to only use half of my products and then have them go to waste. Like, I work hard for my money. You work hard for your money. You want to get your money's worth. So that is why this one I put on the back burner. I was just more interested in the Natasha Denona, and I picked that one up first. So that is why the LYS Beauty did not get purchased this go around. But that's going to do it for this video. If you guys do enjoy videos like this where we're talking through and kind of like anti-hauling products, like I'm not saying I'm never going to get these, but like I did a haul and I didn't purchase these. So if you like videos like this where I kind of share my thoughts, like let you know why, give this a thumbs up. Let me know down below. I would be interested in doing more for you, but that's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe before you go. That way I can see you in the next one. Bye.